When you think of a pelican, what's the first thing that comes to mind? It's probably that giant, iconic throat pouch, right? Pelicans. And while you definitely know them for that pouch, there is so much more to these ancient and totally fascinating birds. From their wild social lives to their incredible physical features, we're going to cover everything you need to know in this quick explainer. So let's start at the very beginning. What exactly is a pelican? Let's break it down. First things first, pelicans are birds belonging to the class Aves. And get this, they are ancient. I mean, really ancient. The fossil record shows they've been soaring over our planet's waters for at least 36 million years. Now let's look at what makes them so unique. That famous pouch isn't for storing food, which is what a lot of us think. It actually works like a huge scoop net. They also have the longest bill of any bird, which gives them incredible reach. Their feet are fully webbed, making them amazing swimmers. And even though they look pretty heavy, their skeletons are filled with tiny air pockets that help them float effortlessly. So where can you actually find these unique birds? Well, the answer is almost everywhere. There are actually 8 different species of pelican, and they live on every single continent except for Antarctica. Now, their conservation status really varies. The brown pelican, which you see all over the Americas, is doing great, but others, like the Dalmatian and spot-billed pelicans over in Europe and Asia, are considered near threatened, which means their numbers are dropping, and we really need to keep an eye on it. And just to give you a sense of scale, the Australian pelican population alone is estimated to be somewhere between 300,000 and 500,000 birds. So while some species are vulnerable, others are absolutely thriving in huge numbers. Okay, now that we know what they are and where they live, let's get a little more personal and take a look at how pelicans create the next generation. Pelicans have a pretty long life, usually living between 15 and 25 years out in the wild. But check this out. It just shows you the impact of a safe environment. One pelican in captivity lived to be an incredible 54 years old. Their mating ritual is quite a show. It all starts with several males competing to impress a single female. She then leads the contenders on this crazy chase, flying, swimming, walking, until only the most persistent male is left. This makes them seasonally monogamous, which just means the pair stays together for one breeding season to raise their young. A female will lay about 1 to 3 eggs, and both parents take turns incubating them for about a month. Life is tough for the chicks, though. In nests with more than one egg, it's often only the strongest chick that survives the competition with its siblings. After about 10 to 12 weeks, the surviving young are ready to take their very first flight. So what's it like to actually be a pelican? Are they lone wolves of the sky, or do they stick together? Let's take a look at their social lives. You know, when you see them flying in those perfect B formations, it's so natural to assume there's a leader up front calling all the shots. But the answer is no. Pelican society isn't about hierarchy, it is all about cooperation. They are incredibly social birds that live and hunt together in groups, sometimes called squadrons or pods, but there's no single bird in charge. And this is where their cooperation really shines. Groups of them will actually work together to herd fish into a tight ball, making it way easier for everyone to grab a meal. But they're also opportunistic. While fish is their main dish, they've been known to eat frogs, turtles, crustaceans, and even other small birds. When it comes to friends and foes, an adult pelican doesn't have a whole lot to worry about. Their size keeps them pretty safe. The real danger is for their chicks, which are vulnerable to predators like ravens or even domestic dogs if the colony is near people. Their greatest allies? Other pelicans, and sometimes even other birds like cormorants, who they've been seen hunting with. Alright, to wrap things up, let's go through a little rapid-fire round of 5 facts that really show just how incredible these birds are. First up, that pouch can hold up to 3 gallons of water. That's more than 2 or 3 times what their stomach can hold. They use it to catch fish, drain the water out the sides, and then swallow their meal whole. Number 2. The Australian pelican has the longest bill of any bird in the entire world. We're talking up to half a meter, or about 1.6 feet in the large males. Just wow. Here's a great piece of trivia for you. The infamous Alcatraz Island got its name from Spanish explorers who called it the Island of the Pelicans. Why? Because of the huge colonies of ground pelicans that used to nest there. Fact 4 is a cultural one. The pelican inspired this famous limerick, and it just perfectly captures our fascination with its most famous feature. And finally, number 5, they get all dressed up for mating season. Before breeding, their bills and pouches totally transform, becoming incredibly vibrant and brightly colored. It's their way of showing off and attracting a partner for the season. Alrighty, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.